Hello my YouTube friends, there's a new streaming tool in town. You may have heard of it, it's called PolyPop. It's free, and if I'm being honest, it's really an amazing tool. I wanted to introduce you to PolyPop in an easy way. It's pretty complex software, and I find it's easier for people to grasp if you do it piece by piece. So today, I'm gonna show you how to add animated 3D text to your OBS live streams. Just like this. It's really awesome. So you know what? Let's get to it. My goal with this channel is to help people become better live streamers and maybe entertain a little bit in the process. So take a second down below in the comments and let me know how I'm doing. This really does help YouTube to share this video with a wider audience. And my analytics say that 80% of the folks that watch my content are not subscribed. If you're one of those 80%, please consider subscribing. Your subscription really does help me continue to create content that helps you, and it's totally free, so thanks. Today's video is sponsored by Owned. Owned is a website that offers anything a Twitch streamer could possibly want. On Owned.tv, there are thousands of overlay packs with alerts and stingers built in, as well as emotes and badges, and like I said, just about everything you could want. But what really excites me is the Owned Pro site. On Owned Pro, you download a plugin for OBS, and in OBS, you can browse and select from thousands of overlay packs that download and are set up completely right out of the gate in OBS. You can add alerts and labels and modify the text and even create custom layouts in just a few minutes. And they all have custom stingers that are set up with the profile, so you don't have to do anything. You just download them and they're ready to go. In just a few minutes, you're gonna have a professional stream that looks like you spent $1 million bucks. The best part is, for just a few bucks a month, and I mean less than that crappy Netflix subscription you never use anyways, you're gonna have access to every single one. So you could change it up on every stream in just a few minutes if you really wanted to. So take a second and check out Own TV and Own Pro. Down below there are links in the description for each one. If you have the means to support the sponsors that support this channel, it goes a long way towards helping me continue to make content that helps you. So thanks. Now the text features can be used for all sorts of things. Lower thirds, scrolling text, and the way I'm gonna use it, which is just to add labels to a scene. Now this is my main live streaming scene, and as you can see, it has all kind of text in here that just kind of flips and rotates at random. So I'm gonna show you how to do this for multiple scenes with different text layouts that you can easily change with simple hotkeys. It's totally awesome. So let's get PolyPop installed so we can get to work. Now there's a link in the description if you want to download it and check it out for yourself, and that is the best way to learn. This is a simple install. Here is the page. You just click the free download up in the top right hand corner, and it automatically downloads to your computer. So we flip over here and we just double click on it. And once the install's open, you can accept the agreement and then just click next and install. And after a moment or two, this finishes installing. And all you have to do is keep yes so it reboots and click next, and it will reboot your system and PolyPop will be installed and looking good. Now it's installed, all we have to do is get to the fun part. Here in PolyPop, I know this looks pretty confusing, so we're gonna keep it as simple as possible, and I'm just gonna walk you through how to set this up. So we're gonna go over here to the plus, and we're gonna click it, and I'm gonna go to 2D, and I'm gonna add a 2D image and click add. Now I already added it here, but you can go down here and click the plus in order to add it. This is a little video file, it's just my overlay, so I know where these text pieces go. So basically I just added it in here so it makes it easy to place the stuff, and then you just select it and click OK, and there we go. Now my overlay is in here. So I'm gonna click the plus again, I'm gonna select 3D and go to 3D text and click add, and there we see our 3D text. I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna select the font that my other text is in and click OK, and then what I'm gonna do is go ahead and change the actual text. You do that by clicking here and just changing it. And we can change the depth or how 3D it is. In this case, I don't want very deep 3D. It can be pretty shallow. We want the 3D effect sort of, but it's not really important. You can see when you move it around the screen, the closer to the edge it gets, the more of the 3D effect that you do get. So I'm just gonna dial it back a little bit there, and that looks pretty good. Then I can go to transform and scale it down just a little bit here. And I'm just trying to get it about the same size. It really doesn't matter if it's exactly the same size or not. And we'll move it up and put it over top of the other chat. But first, let's change the color. See if we can get it as close as we want. It's kind of like a yellowish green. I know it's going to be tough to actually get that color perfect, but we'll try to get it as close as we possibly can. And I'm just going to select this yellow up here, and that's pretty yellow. Doesn't have the green characteristics, but a lot of that has to do with the fact that the other text is kind of outlined as well. Add a little bit more green to it, and that's about as good as it's going to get. And we'll just adjust the scale a little bit, get it to fit in here as best we can. And I think we're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and select that text again. I can turn off my overlay just to see what it looks like. I'm gonna select my text and I'm gonna change the name up here so I remember what it is. Then I'm going to Control-C to copy it and Control-V to paste another reference to it. And I'm gonna select that and I'm gonna double click up here and I'm just gonna change the text in here. We're gonna call this Quality Channels. And I'm gonna come down here and actually change the text. There we go. So now all I have to do is go ahead and drag this up over the quality channels. And we're gonna go down here to transform and we're gonna resize this. We'll use the scale and we'll just try to fit it in there. Like I said, this doesn't need to be perfect. The other ones are gonna go away. It's gonna replace those. And no one's ever gonna know if there's a slight difference in the size. And so there we go. I'm gonna click it again, Control-C and then Control-V. And that pastes another instance of that. And I'm gonna double click on the new instance and just change the name. We'll call this last donation. And then I'm gonna come down and change the text. And then we'll just move it up and put it over last donation. And then we just need to scale this and place it over top. And that looks pretty good. And all we're really gonna do is repeat this process for the remainder of the text titles. So we're gonna do last super chat, last subscriber, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course my name down there in the bottom. And the process for these is exactly the same. We just duplicate them by copying and pasting with Control-C and Control-V. We change the names on the top, we change the text on the bottom, and then move on to the next. If you need to rescale it, you can easily rescale any one of these. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into our text and we're gonna add a modifier. The modifier is gonna be called spin. And we can select which axis we want this to spin on. So I'm gonna spin this one on the x-axis at 360 degrees. And there, when I click spin, you can see it doing that. Now you can adjust what sort of motions these have. There's all kinds of them in here. I tend to like this exponential ease in and out. It gives us the cleanest spin, I think, and it looks really nice. So that's what I'm gonna use for that. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go to the open library and I'm gonna click this plus. We're gonna select repeating alert and I'm gonna just name this alert because we're gonna do a bunch of these and I wanna remember it. I'm gonna call it what the text is, Michael Feyrer Jr. Then I'm gonna go down here and I'm going to adjust the interval and I'm going to adjust the randomness. And this is how long between spins and how random the spins are. And then I'm just gonna drag this over here to spin. And we can just click the test button and we see that it works. And so now this is going to wait that long and then randomly spin. It's very cool. Now all we have to do is repeat this on all the other text. So I'm going to select chat and I'm gonna go ahead and click the plus and add a modifier. The modifier is spin. And this time I'm gonna let it spin on the y-axis. And I'm gonna change the animation style back to what I like. And there we go, we could test it. Now I'm gonna go and add our repeating alert. And I'm gonna rename our repeating alert. And then I'm gonna adjust our interval and our randomness. And we drag this over here to the spin. And now our chat will randomly spin. And all we have to do now is pretty much the rest of them. We'll go to quality channels, we'll click mods, we're gonna go to spin action. We can select the axis we want it to spin on. In this case, we're gonna go the other way, so we'll go minus 360 on the y-axis. And we can click spin, and there you can see what that animation is. We're gonna change the animation style. I still like the exponential best. So there we go. Now when we test it and we get that spin in the opposite direction, looks pretty awesome. Gonna open the library, and what I'm gonna do is click the plus, and we're going to add once again our repeating alert. I'm going to select our repeating alert and name it properly so we know what it is. In this case, quality channels. Then all I have to do is adjust the interval and the randomness, and then just drag it over to our spin and click test, and there we go. And we're gonna go through and we're gonna do this on every single one of our pieces of text. So now in OBS, you can see I still have my old overlay up there. So I'm just gonna hide that one and put in one that doesn't have any of the text. Then I'm gonna click the plus under sources and I'm gonna add a video capture device. And we'll call this one Poly. Click OK. Then I'm gonna drop this down and I'm gonna select PolyPop right there, the PolyPop camera. And I'm gonna adjust my output to custom. I'm going to change it to 1920 by 1080. Then I'm gonna come down here to the video format and I'm gonna select ARGB. And there we go. So now it shows all the transmissive qualities of this so we can see through everything we wanna see through. And you don't need to select any audio device at all. In fact, I would go over here in the audio devices and I would just disable this. And all you have to do to mute it or disable it is click that right there, and there we go. So now we don't have to worry about any sound coming through. It's somehow grabbing your computer microphone or something like that. You don't have to worry about it. You just mute it and you're all set. So now we have it all set. It will randomly spin and do everything it's supposed to do, and it looks absolutely fantastic. But I know what you're saying. How could you do this on multiple scenes? Because you're not gonna have the same text layout on every scene, right? We'll drag our overlay down a little bit in the scene, and then I'm gonna flip over to my tutorial scene. And you can see there is no text here just yet. So let's add some. We'll go over to PolyPop and I'm just gonna click the plus for scenes. We're gonna add a second scene. You can see scene 2 is empty. But what I wanna do is I just wanna copy this text right here. So I'm gonna Control C. I'm gonna come over into scene 2 and then select the 3D screen layer and Control V, and that pastes my text in there, which is awesome. Now I'm just gonna rename it. We're gonna call this tutorial, and I'm gonna come down here and I'm just gonna change the text to tutorial. And I'm gonna come down to the transform, just scale it up a little bit. There we go. And then we're just gonna go ahead and add that mod, the spin mod, and we can test it. And there we go. It's working just right. And we'll add our repeating alert on there, and we'll adjust our interval and our randomness. We'll drag this over to spin, and then we'll click test and make sure it works. And there we go. We're all set. So now we have 2 scenes. What we're gonna do is we're gonna open the library again. We're gonna click plus and we're gonna go to hotkey. And what I'm gonna do is on press, I'm gonna drag it up to scene 2. So that means we're gonna change to scene 2 on the press. And all we have to do is set the hotkey. So I'm gonna click here and create a hotkey. And there we go. So now every time we press that key, PolyPop's gonna switch to this scene 2. And now I'm gonna select scene 1, come down and open the library, and I'm gonna click the plus. We're gonna add another hotkey, and I'm gonna select it and just select another hotkey. And then we're gonna drag this up to scene 1. So anytime we press that hotkey, we're going to scene 1. So now we can go back and forth between these 2 scenes just by pressing those hotkeys. Now all we have to do is sync this up in OBS. So we'll go over into OBS, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add a video capture device to our tutorial scene. We'll add the same poly one, and you can see that we have the same text as on our main page. So if we hit the hotkey real quick, we see our tutorial come up. So the next thing that we need to do is go into settings, and we're gonna go to hotkeys, and we're gonna find our 2 scenes. One is the main scene, I believe that's what I have it called, and the other is our tutorial scene. So here's the main one, and we just wanna set a hotkey to switch to the main scene. And we're gonna use the same hotkey as we're using in PolyPop. And then we're gonna go down to our tutorial scene, and we're gonna use the same hotkey that we used in PolyPop to switch to scene 2. And there it is. And we'll set that hotkey up and click OK. So now when we click those hotkeys, it will switch scenes and it will switch text. Now you can see one problem here is the second that I click the key, it automatically switches. So we wanna change this up, and there's an easy way to fix this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag this on release up here to scene 2, and then I'm gonna click on the little dot here and I'm gonna disconnect the red one and leave the orange one. So now this is gonna go on release instead of when we touch it. And we're gonna go to hotkey number 2, and we're gonna go ahead and remove this one, and we're gonna set it to on release. And there we go. So now when we go over into OBS, we click and hold the key for a second, and then once we're mid transition, we let go of the key and it switches over our text. And as long as you time this right, it works absolutely fantastic. As you can see right there. Takes a touch of practice, but you press the key, OBS starts changing, you let it go when your transition is in full, and there you go. Once you switch over, you have your text on the other scene. Works perfect. That's epic, right? And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Let me know in the comments if you want to see what else PolyPop can do. It's absolutely amazing. And if you want to know more about text tools built right into OBS, you should check this video out right here. And if you're always looking for tools, tips, and tricks that can help make you a better live streamer or YouTuber, subscribe to the channel. Big thanks to Own for sponsoring this video. There are links below in the sponsor section of the description so you can check them out for yourself. Supporting the sponsors helps me to keep the lights on here in the studio so I can continue to make content that helps you. I couldn't possibly do this without them or you. So thanks. My name is Michael Feyrer Jr. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.